Hey, I am doing more list reviews now. Some of the lists are out. Unfortunately, not all of them as of yet. We have some work-life issues that needs to be resolved. Um, Benny simply hasn't had the time. Sorry. But I am still talking through the lists that have been sent to me. So there's that. This list is from Kaspar. Kaspar is at heart a historical player, and he's an Italian player at heart. So he's one of two people who are bringing Italians for the Danish Nationals, which will be interesting to see. Because Kaspar is bringing an Italian tank platoon, which in itself is rather nice. The Italians have some really good choices in the tank list. Their national special rules are crap, but the choices are pretty interesting and pretty competitive. So let me talk you through it. It's a 13 auto dice list. It has 1,000 points, and it is built around 4 auto blenders. So that's 4 auto blenders, 41s, which has a light automatic cannon, a coaxial MMG, and a hull-mounted rear-facing MMG. So it's an armored car basically. It's a 7+ recce dual duration steering armored car. It's pretty good, and most of the time I think you want to be driving them backwards because that means that you have that extra MMG shooting light, right? Because it's hull-mounted rear-facing. But that will mean that you are exposing your weakest armor. So don't do that if you're facing like anti-tank guns or dedicated anti-tank units. Even an anti-tank rifle could be dangerous for this. But if you're just facing infantry with rifles, turn that auto blender around and just start shooting down stuff, right? The light automatic cannon is a really good weapon in my eyes, especially looking at the lists that we're going to see here at the Danish Nationals. There's a lot of light tanks and soft-skinned vehicles coming. There's a lot of 7+ armor, and the automatic cannons will shred that. So yeah, I really like those auto blenders. Then he has 3 Bersaglieri infantry sections, which each has 6 men. There's an LMG in each of them. And Kaspar, you know this, we've talked about it so many times. I don't think the LMGs are worth it, but when you use them like you do for backline holding, it gives you that extra range. So it might actually be worth it just to shoot out and put those pins on it. It's a continual debate between Kaspar and me. Points for value, no, they're not worth it. How they're used on the tabletop is a completely different thing. So, and these are all veterans, so they're very survivable. And in cover, on the back line, shooting out, there might be something there, right? Then he has a sniper team to support this, and a flamethrower team, and an anti-tank rifle team. So Kaspar has really set up to face off against possible tank platoons or a lot of armor, and that is what he's going to see. He's given himself the ability to face that with the flamethrower that can kill anything, right? The anti-tank rifle, which is dangerous to most soft-skinned and 7+. The sniper team will take down enemy threats. So there's some good choices here. Then he has, to round it off, 2 trucks and a Fiat. So that's it. Very compact, very small list. And I think this is a good idea. There's nothing really here that is really, really soft and threatened. Even the trucks and the Fiat, they're all regular, so he can put them on outflanks, or he even if they're pinned, he might be able to move them out of the threat that's coming at them, right? So there is a lot of survivability here, and you need that for an Italian list. Otherwise, you might get to be down those dice and start having the penalties imposed upon you that the Italians get, right? So the flamethrower in the Fiat, the trucks since they have pintle-mounted MMGs, they might just be, you might just put them down in the back line and use them as mobile machine gun nests. I would do that, I think. But they're also really good for some of the envelopment scenarios that we are going to play at the Danish Nationals. So he does have that opportunity of running his trucks out if at any point he feels like that is something that can happen. So, Kaspar, I'm looking forward to seeing you. I hope we face off. Cheers.